Hello and welcome to Geography at the Arnewood Sixth form. My name is Miss Gardner and I'm one of the geography teachers here at the school. I'm going to be going through with you the A-level course for geography and give you a bit of a snapshot view as to some of the topics we study and why universities do look so favourably upon the subject itself. Now, who teaches it? You've got myself and you've got Mr. Price. I teach the human geography, Mr. Price teaches the physical geography. Now, why should you study geography? Geography gives you an overview of essentially how the world works. We look at the physical elements, we look at things such as tectonics, coastal erosion, coastal processes, the carbon cycle. We also look at the human geography, different cultures. We look at how people interact and the problems that can cause with potential conflicts and tension in different countries. We are giving you an overview of the world. And it's really, really useful to know what's actually taking place currently and what future implications there could be. Geography is also seen very favourably by universities. It's a facilitating subject and universities do look very favourably upon it because of the skills you learn and also the knowledge you're gaining as well. Now I'm going to go through the different topics with you. There are 8 topics we study in total within the A-level course. A bit of a whistle-stop tour, but I'll go through them as best as I can. If you do have questions, please feel free to email me or contact the school directly and I will help as best as I can. Now, we study the EdXL A-level course of geography and we've chosen this course because it has a real variety of human and physical geography and the topics that are studied are incredibly topical. So we've chosen that because it's topics that you can look up within the news and it's something that you can see happening in the world today. So the first topic is tectonic hazards and processes. You learn about volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis. You look at how people manage those hazards and you look at how people are living with those hazards as well, because unfortunately there are countries that suffer with them a lot more than others. You also look at coastal landscapes and change. So you look at the erosion processes, the weathering processes. You find out about sediment cells and how vital they are for the marine ecosystems. You look at human activities along a coastline and how a coastline can be managed to make it so that people, humans, can live on a coastline for many generations to come. You also study globalization. You look at how companies such as Disney are having global impacts with the introduction such as things as white weddings, the influence that's having on Eastern cultures where you have these Western companies coming in and sharing those cultural practices. We look at cultural erosion. So we look at how Papua New Guinea, tribes within Papua New Guinea are losing their unique and amazing cultures because of these Western influences where tourists are visiting them and sharing those cultural practices. We also look at how diverse places are. So we look at the demographics within different locations. We look at how population changes, why population changes, the impact that can have on the area, so the benefits that population change can bring. But we also look at the conflict, the tension that can arise because of changes within the population. You also look at the water cycle and water insecurity, and this is where you're finding out about the water cycle itself, that natural process. You're looking at how vital that is for the Earth systems. You're looking at the stores, the flows, the transfers, but you're also finding out about how human activities are impacting that natural process and the implications of that in terms of introducing water insecurity into the world. You also study the carbon cycle and energy security, and this is where you're looking at the incredibly important and very vast carbon cycle. You're looking at the different stores, what forms the carbon cycle. You're looking at how, again, humans are impacting on the carbon cycle and the effect of that with climate change and the implications of that. You also look at superpowers, and I'm not talking about Superman and Batman. You're looking at how countries can become really powerful and really influential. So you're looking at the different contributing factors, their military, their economic prowess, their schemes they have within their country. So China has its Belt and Road approach. And lastly, you look at health, human rights and intervention, whether torture is ever justifiable, whether the conflict in the Middle East was ever justifiable. You look at countries' responsibility to protect. You look at how human rights vary within countries. You look at how important it is to educate girls, the smart economics of that, to really improve the quality of life of people within those countries. So it's a really topical study that we're looking at. Within the 2-year course, we have 4 days of compulsory fieldwork, and this is where you can put your fieldwork skills that we teach you in the classroom into practice, and you can see the theory that we learn in practice as well. So it's a really good opportunity to practice those skills and see the physical processes, the human interactions taking place. And we've got some pictures there of some of the fieldwork from previous years. Now, at the end of the course, you're probably wondering what exams there will be. There will be 3 exams. You have a physical exam worth 30%, a human exam 30%, a synoptic paper 20%, and you also have coursework of 20%. And the amazing thing with the coursework for A-level is you get to choose your topic. So you can choose whether you want to do physical coursework, human coursework, or maybe a bit of both. Now, where does geography take you? To be honest, it takes you anywhere. Geography is a study of the world. You are learning about so many different aspects of the world that you can go in any direction with geography. And I've listed some of the main job routes that people seem to take, university routes that people seem to take, but there are many, many more. So please don't limit to just this list. Just think about what's beyond that as well. So sciences, sales, meteorology, information technology, art, design and media, town planning, working abroad, aid charities, manufacturing, research, a whole host of different routes that you can take with geography. And the reason for that is because you learn about the world, but you're also learning a variety of different skills as you learn about those topical issues. So computer-based mapping, digital technologies, real-world issues, empathy, debating and arguing your point, critical analysis, fieldwork, interpreting photos and maps and diagrams, decision-making, report writing, statistical analyses, map skills, and problem solving. So a whole host of different skills. So really geography is a wonderful subject. I really hope you choose to study geography. But if you do have questions, please do email me or email the school and I'll certainly help you as best as I can. Thank you very much for listening.